And I will give you a short introduction because right now we have a match for StarSeries, once again StarSeries, and this is SWIC versus CLG. CLG on the Dire side, SWIC on the Radiant side, and we will be loading into the draft phase soon as everybody loads in, which is about now. So everybody in.
Radiant
And it looks like people still change their names into their normal names apart from Stress. That is very, very friendly. I do appreciate that. We have the first two bans out already, as it is a Furion and a Darkseer and a Lycan already as well. Wasting no time with going over these. There is of course always the factor that Radiant at this moment has first pick, so SWIC, well, they don't want to face a Nature's Prophet or Lycan, but they don't want to pick it up themselves either. So let's see if the hero that they want to pick up is going to be picked up by them, which could be, for example, a Chen or I don't know. There are still a lot of options. Invoker, for example. Let's see if Invoker is going to be let through by CLG. We have at least also a Leshrac ban and a Brewmaster ban. So no Leshrac. Leshrac actually a pretty solid ban. I mean, if he's not banned, he is picked up regardless. So good decision there, I think. And since they didn't want to pick him up as a first pick, he is one of those heroes that is generally always picked up as their first pickup for the second team that picks. And we have an Enchantress ban out. That means that CLG was probably aiming for getting a Chen, and they already have counted out their the counter for the Chen. But now they also have the opportunity to pick up the Invoker. They might want to pick up both the Invoker and the Chen. Invoker is open for them. And they go for both of them, so
Radiant team
yeah,
pick.
I think that's well, the Chen is what they wanted. Otherwise, they wouldn't have banned out the Enchantress. They weren't expecting to also get the Invoker, as they were expecting SWIC to go for that one. But SWIC, not thinking twice about picking the Windrunner up over the Invoker, seemingly having a strat in their minds, as the next two picks are very fast from SWIC. I mean, they have a Tidehunter, so team fights there too. Have a Morphling, solid late game. The only thing is though, CLG so far has a Chen, and they might go for some more heavy pushing power as, well, they might not want it to make it such a late game if they're facing a Morphling. Or they're gonna pick up for something like a Lich support, even though this time might not be the best one to go for, as they already have a semi-support in their Chen. They're gonna go for Queen of Pain. The reason I said Lich, by the way, is because he would be able to deny Morphling for a lot of farm, and that will hurt SWIC and will delay Morphling from getting up his items to be owning so well as he sometimes does. We have a Queen of Pain pickup, so a solid solo lane there for CLG, and the bans already out. This is a pretty fast draft phase. I like this. Yeah, Lone Druid being banned out, so SWIC doesn't want to face that one, as it would probably fit into to CLG's lineup. I mean, Queen of Pain is a solo laner. Chen is a jungler, and Invoker could be a solo lane too, so we're probably gonna see Invoker mid with a Queen of Pain side solo lane. Either one of those two could switch around. And Chen in the forest.
10 seconds remaining.
And that means that the last two that they're gonna pick up are probably gonna be well, a dual lane, so maybe one full-time support, maybe a Sand King and a ranged carry or something. That would fit in very well, a Sand King and a Mirana, for example. As well, then they also would have some teamfight, or Earthshaker and a Mirana. Probably one of those. But yeah, that's actually saying that makes it a bit more tricky to see the Lone Druid being banned. Maybe they just really don't want to face that one, even if there's a small chance. They just don't want that. It's just too annoying. And Broodmother gets banned out, not being picked up here yet. And SWIC do still need a solo lane probably, as we're or a mid hero, as we're probably gonna see a tri lane with Morphling and Tidehunter and someone else still there. And Anti-Mage was banned out for SWIC, as well, they just don't want the Anti-Mage on CLG. Like I said, they might be looking for a dual lane still, and Anti-Mage would be able to keep up with the farm of the Morphling, and they want to have the most farmed hero. They want to have the most hard carry in the game. And Morphling is doing that job pretty well, even though we've seen more pickups from Void lately. I believe also CLG played a Void versus an AV game that they actually won, so they might still go for that one too. We do have a Pugna ban. So, well, Pugna is one of those heroes that's a pretty good counter for well, for basically Invoker and Chen and Queen of Pain, because they like to spam their spells, and with the Pugna ward there, it's just so much harder to do. And also, since I just said SWIC is missing their mid hero, or maybe in Lost Soul Lane if Windrunner goes mid, Pugna is a great mid hero, so a solid ban out there. And there is the third support for SWIC, so we're probably gonna see a tri-lane with the Tidehunter and the Venomancer and the Morphling, with Tidehunter being the one to pull the creeps, so that the lane gets continuously pushed back in towards the tower, or towards the tower of SWIC, with Venomancer being able to just harass, like King Harasser with his poison. And Queen of Pain, still, well, actually, yeah.
10 seconds.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I thought for a second there that the Queen of Pain was their fourth pickup, but that's of course not true, because they're still thinking about their pickup. They're actually gonna go into bonus time for this. And like I said earlier, I think a hard carry with a team fight hero would be a good option. But I said the Faceless Void, but then you have to have a ranged supporter for him, because the two melees on the lane, this just doesn't work, especially not if you're probably up versus a Windrunner or versus a Venomancer lane. And they're gonna go for the Crystal Maiden support. So we might see then a melee farmer, and that would probably be the Void, but I am not 100% sure of that. But we can only guess, can't we? Let's see the last hero for SWIC. They have some options. They need that mid game hero. They may even go for some. No, Shadow Shaman would actually be a very nice pickup there, as they would have some extra CC and
5 seconds remaining.
A good mid game control versus Invoker. It will still be tricky, of course. Invoker is not an easy hero to fight against. They might even go for something like a Storm Spirit, but I don't know. Their lineup looks pretty traditional to me, and the Shadow Shaman, in my opinion, fits in that. They may even go for a more strength hero to create a bit more tankiness in their mid game, mid lane. I'm thinking Tiny for a second there, but I don't think they're gonna go for that. That would be a bit that would be a bit odd. But it's a possibility. He can be a mid hero. He will have troubles for the Invoker though, if he's indeed gonna be in the middle. But they're taking their time. Only 12 seconds left into their bonus time. 10 now, as you could hear. So Shadow Shaman would probably be the safe pick, but they're gonna go for a Puck. So we're gonna see a Windrunner in the middle lane with Puck on the side solo lane. I always forget about Puck, to be fair. He is a great solo hero and is able to have that lane control still. I'm just not a big fan of Puck. But then again, he is such a good utility hero, and if they're gonna have... I mean, he can just pop his Dream Coil, and then Tidehunter can walk in and just ravage, because nobody would be able to get away, apart from the Queen of Pain. But, yeah. Oh well, it's a solid pickup anyway. They have a good lineup with Windrunner probably in the middle then, and Puck on the side solo, and a tri lane for those three. And yeah, Weaver being picked up as last one for CLG, so that's the carry that they're gonna go for. That's gonna be up versus a Morphling, and I'm just gonna change overlays so that you see everything. Even though I have to change my overlays because this is not Gozu League, just in case you were wondering, but it is not. There we go, fixed. That's how you do it. And yeah, so waiting for everybody to pick up their hero so that we can go into the game and that I can turn my camera speed into the good speed. We have a pause, so let's give me some time to do that. Very useful. Thank you, teams, for being so considerate so that I can fix that. Oh, this is way more smooth, isn't it? And this also gives me some time to go over who's playing what. So we have Starfik on the Puck, we have Yarick on the Morphling, Adash is playing the Windrunner, Stress is playing the Tidehunter, and Xeko is playing the Venomancer. And actually everybody having their normal names, much appreciated. And for CLG, same thing goes with everybody with the normal pretty names. Pycat playing the Invoker, Aki playing the Chen, we have Misery playing the Queen of Pain, with Miracle playing the Crystal Maiden. And Lacoste, the last one, playing the Weaver for CLG on the dire side. So let's see what everybody is gonna go, where everybody's gonna go rather. Actually, I think maybe Misery is gonna be on the middle lane.
Prepare for battle.
But we will see. So far it looks like everybody's, well, everybody. Yeah, almost everybody going towards the bottom lane. Or are they? Or are they? Yes, they are. With Misery just being a bit behind. So he's probably, well, he's probably gonna go to the top lane. No, he's gonna still go to the bottom lane also. As everybody of SWIC is gonna go to the bottom lane also. So we might have a, I don't know what Tori says. We might have a clash here. But so far, SWIC, they have, I mean, would have a Gush, they would have a Gale, they would have maybe a Power Shot or something. Oh, Weaver out of position though. They're gonna be a Gale, they're gonna be an Orb, he's gonna be teleported to base, it will be fast enough. No, first blood goes to the Morphling, Weave forming in. Lacoste might be in some trouble now as he tries to get away from this. As the ward got placed down so that he would be visible, but he's not gonna be able to get picked off anymore as everybody's backstop into the safety of the tower. A-dash, a bit out of position, still gets harassed quite a bit as there is no skill yet on the Queen of Pain. Would be able to blink in, but doesn't want to risk it because he would be into the midst of all SWIC heroes once again. And that is a great start for SWIC, getting that first blood kill on the Morphling. It's so important to get farm on the Morphling, like, in general, and then also getting the first blood and a kill before this game even started. That's a great start there for Yarrick on his Morphling. And Crystal Main being the one that gets caught out. Not that big of a loss for CLG, but, well, they give a lot of gold to the Morphling, which is quite troublesome. And they're gonna find out Venomancer and Tidehunter in the jungle. Gets forced out a bit. This is gonna be their tri lane, by the way, or at least semi-tri lane, because Chen will be in the forest, of course, too, with Crystal Maiden supporting the Weaver. Or at least Crystal Maiden being the jungle supporting the Chen, probably until he's really needed on this bottom lane. Which would be soon. No. Oh no. You could see Tide wanted to go for a Gush there, but it's not fast enough. This Crystal Maiden is just scouting around, probably looking for places to place down wards, or counter warding even. And as Tidehunter and Venomancer know that she's doing that, they're on their way there. They could Gush, they could Gale. This will probably be a kill. There is also going to be a Wild Queen helping out. This is the Wild Queen from the Chen, but it won't be able to do that. There's Puck ready to take the kill, but Chen actually denies the creep. Great deny from Aki as he's being chased, and there is the mana potions, clarity potions being popped. There's some right clicks to get them off. There's no Gale, no Gush yet, or Gale is on cooldown. Gush will be ready in 2 mana, and he will probably be caught off, or at least the Gales and the Gush will go off, as Morphling might be able to take the kill with Weave forming too. And there we have Morphling, another kill. There's a lot of action at this early game, as we haven't even gone over the lanes yet. And that's 3 kills actually. Who did I? Crystal Maiden still went down. No. Yes, well, yeah. Crystal Main went down. Did I miss something? No, Crystal Main still counts as a kill towards the Radiant, even though she got denied. Looks like. Yes. That's what it looks like indeed. Okay. So, I am very hesitant to leave this lane alone, but we are gonna see the mid lane for a second, as we see Pika taking it up for Sharpie. So Puck actually in the middle versus a Invoker, and Invoker going for his Sunstrike build. Hasn't got a lot of stuns to follow his Sunstrike up from, and just did his Sunstrike though. I don't really know where, but he did it. Might actually have tried for A-dash here, as he takes a lot of damage from the Shadow Strike. He will probably be able to stay alive. One more tick, and yeah, there we go. He stays alive. Very close here, as Misery forces Windrunner out of the lane. And yeah, so Windrunner, Queen of Pain lane on the top lane. Hello, Crystal Maiden. Aggressiveness from a Crystal Maiden. But Puck now knows that she's there, so he will be more careful. He doesn't have mana for an orb though, and to teleport away, but won't need it. Chen going to his own forest to farm here and not leave, well, not do anything anymore on the bottom lane, as Lacoste is just going to be left alone. He has his escape maneuver. He can Shukushi out of there. Yep, that's the word, Shukushi. And yeah, so he will be fine. He will be left alone to farm. Oh, Sunstrike gonna hit! Nice kill from Invoker! Whoa! Actually missed him being brought so low, but a nice job there from Invoker getting that kill. Even though he did not have vision, it was a blind kill. Weaver is in a lot of trouble now. He has got his Shishuki in 1 second, but the ward is actually from the dire side, so he will be fine. As let's see, take a look at the last hits from the Puck and the Invoker. So just gonna put this one away there on the floor. So 13 for 9 on the Invoker. Puck is pretty close by with 12 for 3, so they're very even with last hit wise. But Invoker did get that kill on the bottom lane. And the thing about Invoker, if you get a kill with your Sunstrike, and even though it's anywhere on the map, he will still get the experience. So he is definitely ahead in this lane right now, even though the last hits are about even. That's the nice thing about Invoker, being able to get that extra experience if you get any kills with your Sunstrike. We have, in the top lane, we have, of course, the advantage for Misery already, because he's been able to force A-Dash out of the lane quite a lot. A-Dash being 6 for 3, with Queen of Pain 22 for 15, so getting the better of that. As we see Gush going off on Pyket, and Orb is there too, and here will be Puck silencing everybody. Pyket in a lot of trouble, as Venomancer is there too. It doesn't have mana anymore for Gildo, as he already landed that on the Evoker, gets sent home, but will be in time. It will probably be in time. No, Puck getting the last hit, as Chen will be on the run now, still trying to get a kill on the Puck, and won't be able to do so. Aki will go down here, last hit goes to the Puck again, double kill for Sarfik, and able to stay alive with himself. Great play from Sarfik there, making sure that phase shift hit right before he TP'd to the other side of the orb, otherwise he would have definitely died. It was so close. And that's a great advantage already for SWYC, as they have now got the advantage on, well, 2 of the 3 lanes. Oh, but they still want stress though. Gale gonna hit on Crystal Main, just to harass a bit. Orb is gonna hit too. Crystal Main taking a lot of damage from that, as Puck teleports there, might actually get a kill there. Venomancer taking the kill there, but Venomancer still almost dying from Chen's creep. Chen taking the last hit there, Stress is on the run. Doesn't have any mana to do anything. Pyket is full on mana, full on HP, and wants this kill. Switches to Wex, just so he can get some extra movement speed, and Sunstrike does not hit, so unfortunately for him, not getting a kill there. Wow, a lot of action already. 9 kills, and we're not even in the 6 minutes, so more than a kill per minute. Take a quick look at the gold graph. It's still very even. Well, I say very even. It's only about 300, 400 gold difference. And that's basically nothing at this stage of the game. The only thing that we should notice is that Morphling, even though he did die once from the nice kill from the Invoker, he got 2 kills. He has his Ring of Health. He has the advantage of the lane, as Lacoste has not got any kills. Lacoste being on 23 for 5 last hits, and Morphling on 25 for 11, so very even last hit wise. But like I said, different as Ring of Aquila is now completed on the Morphling, as Puck gets a kill on the Invoker on a killing spree now. Has a bottle up also, is definitely winning this lane after Invoker got the kill on the Morphling. And that's also maybe the danger of the Sunstrike though, because you have to keep an eye on, well, on placing the Sunstrike, and can't be that active in your own lane. And the tower will get harassed here a bit, even if Invoker is TPing back. He has a skill now and everything, so we'll be able to throw out tornadoes and stuff as well, and we'll be able to go invisible, very important. But yeah, we'll be behind. He is level 7. Puck is also level 7, so experience is actually almost that even. No. But yeah, Puck 3 for 0. That will make definitely a difference. And of course, Queen of Pain having almost free farm, 35 for 22. Ada's not being able to do anything, just hoping for some extra experience, taking last hits with its hit. We might have a gank set up on Puck here, as he's being surrounded by some smoked up heroes here. Oh, but he will actually find some. There's Crystal Main, he will find that one. He will find the Chen creep too. And he knows now that Chen's there too, so he backs off into the opposite direction. Smart choice. Gonna look for that 8-minute room, as it is not on the bottom lane, it's on the top lane. Getting guarded by Miracle. Gonna try to get that illusion rune up on the Invoker, or maybe up on the Chen, even. Or they're just gonna leave it there as bait. That could be a possibility too, as we have Venomancer and Tidehunter gathering up on this middle lane. Maybe wanting to try for some more kills. And well, they do have a possibility to do so. I mean, Venomance is able to throw down a Gale, and as soon as Invoker starts running with that, then he is as good as that. As there's also Sentry Ward, so Invisible won't help him there. Ghost Walk, that is. But the gang continues. The gank team continues towards the top lane as Queen of Pain is now the next target. She does have a blink though, so there's no real stun apart from if they get a shackle shot off. But that's gonna be tricky. The shackle shot will probably be off before she's gonna be down, even with the slows and all of that. Queen of Pain getting a kill actually on the Windrunner with blinking in. Takes a lot of damage, but Blink is on a 6-second cooldown. Gale will go through too. Will it be enough though? I don't think it will be. Blink will be off in 1 second. Will be able to blink away. Steel's gonna take damage from the Gale and from Poison Sting. Gush will be up too. Gush actually taking the kill. Tidehunter getting a kill on the Queen of Pain. Very needed. Even though the Queen of Pain did get the kill on the Windrunner, I don't think it was all that worth it. It doesn't seem like she lost all that much though. TP back from Windrunner as he's now level 6. And won't be alone on this lane anymore as it looks like Zara and Stress are here to stay. In the meantime, Lacoste 38 for 9 and 40 for 13 for Morphling. So last hit still very even, but yeah, those skills, just skills on the Morphling, just giving him the extra farm, including the first blood. Will probably make a difference later on. But Weaver has not died yet, so that's actually that's very good. He's still able to farm. Might be looking for a fast Radiance as a Ring of Health, just in case. Gets harassed, will be able to regen up fast. Crystal Main being here just if something happens, and Ada is actually finishing off the Windrunner. Windrunner getting hit by Sunstrike. Wow, missed the Sunstrike. The hell.
Is under attack.
Probably was an assist from Queen of Pain, and also from the Chen. And then even then you're not safe next to your tower as Invoker Sunstrikes are just very mean. Mean to deal with Crystal Main rotating to the middle lane. And SWYC now having lost a couple. There's our old Dream Coil gonna be there. Goes from not being made yet, and there's the Centaur just in case. Ravage is there, finishing off the Invoker as Crystal Main is gonna be the next target. Still a Frostbite on the Puck, but won't do enough anymore. As Puck takes the last hit on the Crystal Main, still gets hit from the tower, but this tower is looking pretty squishy as they're probably gonna look to push in. There's 3 levels on the wards. And bye bye tier 1 tower. First tier 1 tower dying, but it might be a trade as the top tier 1 tower is also forced. Pushed by Aki and Mystery. Gen creeps are there to help out. Fortification being there. TP there from Queen of Pain. And Tidehunter actually gonna go down here. Queen of Pain taking that kill. Mega kill for Puck though as he takes a kill on the Queen of Pain. Crystal Main on the run. Will be able to survive though with Puck TP's back. Doesn't want to risk it anymore and is back. And the tower actually gets defended by the Windrunner. Making sure that the tower is no trade. They got a tower in the middle, but they didn't lose a tower on the top. So good play there by SWYC, even though I think the TP from Queen of Pain was a bit premature. If she could have stayed to kill down the tower. She probably expected Chen to take down the tower without her. And then TP didn't. Got a kill on the Tide, but died herself too, so definitely not worth it. As we see Yarrick getting harassed by the Weaver more. Yarrick now has a hood up on his Weaver. So getting his extra tankiness up, just making sure it will be harder to take him down, and that's so useful on a Weaver because he is so very squishy, and you can count on the sentry wards all over the place right now, as we have seen also for ganks on the Invoker. And it looks like SWIC is rotating to the top lane, maybe trying to take a tower here. As it would be 3 versus 3, so I'm not sure if that is gonna be the case though. Cold Snap on the Tidehunter. In the meantime, Dream Coil, Misery, and blinks away. It will still be stunned, but oh, Crystal Main, what are you doing? Crystal Main died the second she TP'd in. Ada is gonna be on the run. Will be picked up by the Chen's creeps. Queen of Pain in the meantime killing off the Puck with her Sonic Wave, and Tidehunter is gonna be able to get away. That is not a good fight for SWIC as Stress might still be cut off. Sunstrike is gonna land. Doesn't leave much HP left from Stress as double Queen of Pain getting a double kill for that one. Morphling being the only one left alive, and that's because he was just not there. He actually got a kill up on the Weaver in the meantime, around the same time as all the other ganks happened. So he got something back in return, a kill on the carry of CLG, but I have to say. I'm not sure if I would have made that trade, even though Weaver, of course, now has, yeah, 1 death, and he didn't die before yet. So, good job from him, from Jarek, that is. So Jarek beating this lane, but Lacoste still being able to get a lot of farm, so that's not that bad. And this tower is gonna not get denied. Ravage is gonna be there, catches the Chen. Chen is gonna go down here. Uses his ultimate though. Will he still die though? Yes, he will. Puck picking him off, and not before he sent Invoker to home though. So Invoker gonna live. Chen creeps aren't gonna live though. They use a lot of that to kill off the Chen creeps. So they get a kill on the Invoker. They lost the tower. Was at one point deniable, but it didn't seem to want to go for that. And they're gonna try to pick off this tower now with 4 of their heroes here actually. But in the meantime, they will probably lose a large chunk of the HP of the tower on the middle lane, as 3 of CLG are now here to defend that. And there is no fortification up. There's Puck, TPing in. Dream coiling, Miracle in a lot of trouble, Crystal Main being so squishy, and Deafening Blast is there to try to force Puck away, and he is getting forced away from his tower in the wrong way, not towards his base. I'm gonna use this phase shift, taking a lot of damage, though Misery with the haste rune, you don't want to face that, it's gonna be dropped off by the chance test of phase. And Windrunner taking down the Crystal Main in the meantime, as Tidehunter still managed to land a gush on the Invoker, but is backing off afterwards, doesn't have a Ravage, doesn't have anything, still a Shadow Strike up on a Windrunner, and the haste rune almost run out of Queen of Pain, but haste rune on Queen of Pain, you just don't want to face that. Tower still stands though, has to be said, and the tower on the top lane did go down. So, in that case, a Puck for a tower is a nice trade. Well, you can call it. They also killed the Crystal Maiden, of course. Crystal Maiden being very squishy, but that's not a big accomplishment at this time. She only has 600 HP. Let's take a quick look at the gold graph. There it is. This is a tower. This is a tower. It's very even still. I mean, the towers are 2 for 1. So 2 towers down for SWYC. We have a kill going on Queen of Pain. Killing off the Morphling, important kill there, as Tidehunter's on his way out, might still get picked off here. As he still managed to land a gush on a Weaver, but is gonna drop here as Queen of Pain, make sure that he does so. Venomancer still pops his Nova, but is gonna go down. Chen's ultimate gonna help make sure that nobody dies from the Venomancer. TP is gonna come in, but it will be too late. Queen of Pain getting a triple kill for that. Dreamcoil there, Miracle is gonna drop here, probably Power Shot finishes that off. Lacoste might be in some trouble, but the ward here is gone, so we'll be able to get away. So not a good fight for SWYC, yes. That name. So 16 minutes in, 30 kills already overall. It's actually action-packed game. And, oh, Sunstrike getting a hit on the Puck. Queen of Pain making sure that he's there. Gonna use Phase Shift, will be able to TP away, just barely, but still Shadow Strike might take him down. Gonna use the bottle in between the Shadow Strikes. Queen of Pain still blinking through, but Shackle Shot is gonna make sure Queen of Pain doesn't blink anymore. Puck still dying, probably. Mech is there to help him out, uses his Phase Shift, will be able to stay alive here. Barely though, but nice play by the Puck to stay alive, and Queen of Pain being forced back by the teammates of SWYC. As Pycat is pushing down the tower. We have a pause, finally! Thank you! Okay, so we have a gold graph that's now in favor of CLG, but you saw how fast it can change. I mean, it can go back up again. Even though this tower, if it does drop, it will make sure that CLG gets even further ahead. It's still not a big difference though for 16 minutes. We have a no-go. Okay, that's fine. We're going to take a quick look at the experience graph in favor of CLG also. That's basically because they have been taking the kills so far, as yeah, the last 2 semi-team fights, I can call them semi-team fights, there hasn't been complete team fights yet, as Morphling and Weaver has been staying on this bottom lane the whole time. But yeah, the last 2 fights were in favor of CLG, and that gives your heroes just so much experience. Quick look at the gold per minute, mostly to compare the Morphling with the Weaver. Morphling being at 318, Weaver at 315, so even. It will be less even when this tower dies though, but so even, and the gold earned in total is, that's just no difference. The thing is though, Morphling is the better carry over Weaver. Personally, I think that. I mean, you know, I could be wrong, but that's why he's picked a lot over Weaver anyway. So Morphling being able to put his gold to better use than the Weaver is. And Weaver will need a bit more items to be able to do as much as the Morphling can do with the same amount of items. Or, yeah, if that makes sense. I think it does. And there we have to go. And we're gonna unpause. As I had some time to catch my breath, very nice. Tier 2 tower is getting pressured, but there is gonna be a defense from the from the Venomancer. Shouldn't get too relaxed, because then I call out wrong names. Boo-hoo for that. Yeah, like I said, very even. Last hit's also very even, though. These two have to make or break the game. So far, the rest of their team has just been clashing, and well, winning some fights, losing some other. It's very even, as you've been able to see. But yeah, let's just these two have to make or break the team fights for their teams eventually. As Tidehunter's Ravage is of course that great team fight ability, but Chen at some point, as soon as the Ravage goes off, Chen can pop his ultimate if there's a lot of people caught in the Ravage, of course. And the damage from the Ravage will be almost non-existent. And if there's also mech to follow it up, they will be back to full health. And it will all depend on the Morphling how much damage he can do in between, but then again, if there's BKBs up on the Dire, they won't be able to do that much anymore anyway. The Ravage will be close to the useless, and there's still gonna be the two heals. I'm saying two because I do believe that we will have a mech up on the Chen in a matter of time, as he is. Yeah, see, he has his mech completed now. The recipe and the buckler are being brought to him, as he has 3 Ursas following him around. That's nice. Where's the warrior army? And yeah, these two. As soon as one gets a kill over the other, as in a one-on-one setting, so with no help from the rest, then we'll see like there's probably an indication of who will outshine who. And Morphling is not done farming yet. He hasn't even spec'd his ultimate yet. He's level 12, no level in replicate so far, and that's basically because he's saying like, well, okay, you have a Weaver. Your Weaver needs farm. That's all fine. But we're gonna have, well, I'm gonna farm too in the meantime, so I don't need to mingle in teamfights, I don't need that replicate. I'm just gonna farm here and make sure I got everything it takes to get that farm up to the max. And just not mingle in teamfights. Replicate is a great ability to have, especially for escaping, but mostly for escaping teamfights. And if there's not gonna be any teamfights for him, then why spec it? Gush going off on the cost just for harassment. They want to take this tier 1 tower, the last tier 1 tower up for CLG.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Wildkin being put down to throw down a tornado, get some extra vision and annoying damage also, and slowing of course on SWYC's heroes as they push the tower. And there's a lot of supporting coming. Oh, Sunstrike gonna hit on A-Dash. Supporting coming from CLG as the Sonic Wave lands. A-Dash, what are you still doing there? Queen of Pain coming in and getting the kill. Lacoste on the chase now for the Morphling. Is actually leaving the Morphling a lane, knowing he can't kill him. And they might go for the Venomancer though. Shadow Strike going down, right clicks are there too. Queen of Pain is very tanky. There's still the ultimate going down. Crystal Main throwing down a Nova as an extra gank, and Lacoste focusing on the Venomancer. He's probably gonna take the kill here. Take some tower damage, but that won't matter. Queen of Pain getting the kill on the Venomancer actually with her Shadow Strike. As Lacoste is still here, might be in some trouble. TP is gonna come in from the Puck as he's gonna blink, and yes, Puck getting making sure that Morphling is gonna get the kill. TP back is not gonna be in time, and that is such a great take from Morphling. Actually, Morphling able to take that kill, well, which wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Puck TPing in and blinking and making sure that his waning rift was there in time to silence the Weaver from running away. But what a great play from the Puck there, and that made that fight, which started out in favor of CLG, it made it actually in favor of of SWYC. Purely for getting that kill on the Weaver. That's so important. Weaver has died 2 times now. It's still not a lot. Morphling has died 2 times also. But Morphling has 4 kills. Weaver only has 1. Queen of Pain getting a monster kill in the meantime on the middle lane with some help from Invoker's Sunstrike. And Queen of Pain having her Aghanim Scepter up, making sure that she's able to spam her Sonic Wave every 40 seconds. We see Invoker building towards his BKB just to make sure that if there is a Ravage, she will be able to stay alive, will be able to be that teamfight hero that CLG needs. In the meantime, Chen finding a Venomance in the forest and getting a kill on that one. So 2 heroes down now for SWIC, just picked off out of nothingness. Well, nothingness for me anyway, and they're gonna take the advantage and go for Roshan in this meantime. They have the chance creeps to tank it up. Lacrosse making sure Invoker is able to right click faster. Power shot going through, so they know that they are there. But will they be able to take it though? There is a Ravage up, but will they be in time, everybody, to go for this? They might not be. I don't think they are. They won't be. Even though Puck might try to do something. Still picking up the chance creeps. But doesn't want to go for it. Queen of Pain picking up the Aegis. And Tornado spawning out the rest of SWIC's heroes. And CLG doesn't want to go for that. They back off. They just back off. And BKB completed now for the Invoker, so Ravage for him is no longer an issue. And yeah, mech completed on the Chen as we saw earlier. Weaver still has his hood up, has 3k gold, will probably be going for a Radiance right now. Or when he has it. Vitality booster, just a casual Vitality booster I expect. As Venomance is gonna show himself, Puck TPing in, silencing. Dream Coil is there too, Chen taking a lot of damage, Puck taking the last hit of that. And there's the BKB from Pika doing some damage, but is it gonna have to run away? Is BKB will run out soon, Queen of Pain throwing a Sonic Wave there, nicely dodged by the phase shift from the Puck. And everybody of CLG backing off, but they're gonna chase the Puck still though, it's getting cold snapped. Will probably die here as the last hit from Queen of Pain coming through. Weaver in the meantime killing off the Windrunner as Morphling is gonna TP away from here and doesn't want to be here anymore. Stress will get picked off here by the Lacoste. One more right click, Queen of Pain stealing that kill, double kill for Queen of Pain, beyond godlike now. As Crystal Main being tasty bite still, but only Morphling left alive on SWIC, and that was an initiation that came out from SWIC, and they did get some kills. I mean, they got the Chen, but that's not enough. That wasn't enough to take that fight. Ravage was used, but probably a bit too early. Well, a bit too early. The BKB was up on the Invoker, so he didn't get hit by that, and that was probably the main issue there. If they would have gotten the Invoker there, that fight would have turned out very differently. And Puck splitting up there, going towards the top lane, chasing, while the rest of his team were fighting still near the secret shop. Probably wasn't the best idea either, as there probably was some miscommunication going on, or at least they figured they would be able to take it, but getting caught out and making sure, well, making the rest of his team in the minority at the secret shop, so not being able to take that fight, yeah, not a great fight for SWIC, even though Morphling didn't die. And that is in itself a victory. Morphling has his ultimate orb up at 1300 gold, is probably going for, yeah, has his Lincoln's complete now. So will not be perceptible for a Shadow Strike or for Cold Snap or for Frostbite. And Invoker picks up a Blink Dagger. As I got a lot of farm. Invoker being 422 gold per minute. Oh, Queen of Pain getting gushed, but blinks away, it's fine. Invoker, yeah, 420 gold per minute. It's the same as a Queen of Pain, almost 434, but nobody above 400 on SWIC, and we're gonna see that in the gold graph too. Queen of Pain getting an easy kill on the Venomancer most likely here. One more right click. Actually, might maybe last hit in the fountain, but I don't think so, even though the hit went through. But yeah, Venomancer able to stay alive. Nice timing for TP. I didn't expect that. Queen of Pain still gonna be able to or gonna be trying to take a kill. Oh, and there's the Aegis popped on the Queen of Pain. That's why she was so ballsy. She thought, well, I have Aegis anyway. I can die for this if I want to. She did die for it. Didn't get anything in return though. As everybody of SWIC, apart from the Weaver, is now gathering on the bottom lane, probably looking to take this tier 2 tower. Shackle latches Crystal Main to a tree. Puck TP or blinking in. Dream Calling only gets a Chen. The Ravage is there, making sure that, well, Power Shot making sure that Chen dies. Morphling in a lot of trouble, will go down. Invoker taking a double kill, killing the Venomancer, killing the side onto Crystal Main, actually getting the last hit on the Morphling, and there's the scream from Queen of Pain, killing off the Windrunner, and that's a team wipe for SWIC, as they have not been able to take a team fight. They have the Ravage, they have the Puck Dream Coil, but are not able to do the damage yet. And that was a fight without the Weaver, I think. He has a Radiance. Sorry, he has a Radiance now. There we go. So sorry, just bringing him a recipe, making sure that I was right saying that. And this team fight made sure that they're gonna take the CO3 tower. Fortification is gonna come off just to delay them, but they have a chance to take the barracks too. And Titan is gonna run in. Oh, is this clever though? They might be overextending here. Shadow Strike going off, but they want this tier 3 tower more than they want the Titan to. As they're gonna focus now on the barracks, which they will be able to take down pretty simple because the rest of the team is not ready yet to take this fight. They don't have a Ravage. Gush going off on Queen of Pain, Shackle Shot, nice Shackle Shot, Legends Lacoste to Pycat. Gale going through too, Queen of Pain taking, Queen of Pain Sonic waving through, getting the kill on the Tidehunter in the meantime, and Weaver taking the kill on the Venomancer, getting a kill now too, as Morphling is gonna try to get away, morphing into strength really heavily now as he's trying to stay alive, will be able to do so, but they lose the barracks on the bottom lane, and CLG will probably back off after this. And yeah, nice play or nice fight for CLG, even though I do think that's mainly because they took opportunity to, well, the team fight. I mean, the team fights are just one big mess for SWIC. TLG be able to take an opportunity for the mistakes that SWIC made. I mean, they just went in blindly, focusing on, well, on the Chen power set going through, hoping that all the AoE damage is gonna be able to take out some of TLG's hero, but they all got so tanky, so all the spell damage going through is not enough. And Morphling does have a lot of farm, but not enough to make sure that the fight goes his way when the Ravage is done, when the Dream Coil is done, because there's just also so much damage outcoming from SWIC. What they really would need now is a pipe. They have a mech, that's something, but they really could use a pipe. There's so much magical damage outcoming from the Dire side. I mean, Sonic Wave alone doing so much damage to the heroes every time, and it's up every 40 seconds. That's so fast. Let's see if someone is making that. We have a mech, we have a Blink Dagger that we already saw. Morphling is not gonna make a pipe. And Venomancer is a support, so he's not gonna make a pipe either. So no pipe being built yet on SWIC, and I do believe that's something that they desperately need. As we see 3600 gold up on the Invoker. Queen of Pain having an MKB completed now has also got a Gem of True Sight just in case. Probably just to spam well, anti-ward, making sure that there's no vision for SWIC. Or did she pick the gem up from someone off the Radiant side? I have to say, I don't remember. The gem on the Radiant side would actually be very good, just to be able to counter the Weaver, but so far, Weaver has not been all that needed to get countered in teamfight, because he hasn't really been there. Or maybe to pick up the ward to catch the Weaver. That could be too. But anyway, she has a Monkey King Bar. Very useful to pierce through also, for example, the Windrunner. Windrunner won't save Windrunner now because with the MKB, the damage will just go through that. So a great item to have. 4 staff completed on the Crystal Main. Nice item for him. As yeah, Weaver, we already saw the Radiance there and the Casual Vitality Booster. Also has 3k gold. And let's see what Chen has so far, as we see the smoke going off on SWIC. Chen has the mechanism, has 1k gold, and the rest is, well, arcane boots, Bacillus. It's not that impressive, or that important, rather, into the team fight. It's just his ability to spam out. Oh, where did they go? Oh, bye, Lacoste. Morphling taking the last hit for that one. Nice pick-off from SWIC. As, look at that piercing damage going through. She does win front. Speed is nice to have. Oh, Stress taking so much damage here. One more click, and there we go. Invoker taking the last hit, dominating Pycat now as Windrunner. Sorry, Venomancer is gonna try to get away. Sonic Wave doesn't hit on the Venomancer, but does hit on the Morphling, who's gonna go back to base just to heal up after that. And we see here a Sunstrike going off. Is a bit too early though. Xaro is not in place to take that damage. Buyback from Windrunner. As Puck going down very fast, out of position there. Greatly, Puck buys back instantly too. They don't want to lose this tier 3 tower. They don't want to lose the barracks. Not surprising, because with that, their disadvantage would be so big that it would almost be impossible to come back from that one. As the gold graph is now dipping towards the 20k gold advantage in favor of CLG. Just a quick look, experience graph is also heavily in favor, so 2500k.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
No, 25k, sorry. In favor of CLG. And that's just from taking team fights. Over there we have Invoker blinking in, using his BKB. Deafening Blast going through. Stress still managed to pop out his Ravage before he goes down to the Invoker, but no damage to follow the Ravage up as there is a slow steal on the Morphling. Queen of Pain chasing down the Venomancer is gonna get a kill on that one. Might also take a dive here though. Will go down, Morphling taking the last hit of that, but in the meantime Barracks are getting pushed as there is a creep from Chen. There is Forge Spirits taking this one down, and only Morphling here, or at least Morphling in a close vicinity to try and take this from them, but Barracks will drop, and there is just nothing you can do to stop these four. Queen of Pain has fought back, is on her way back here in the 2 now, as the second set of Barracks has been dropped by CLG, and they're gonna go for the tier 3 tower. They know that they have the advantage. They still have Chen, who has not used his ultimate, has got his mechanism again in 4 seconds. Oh, Miracle gonna go down here. Windrunner taking the last hit. Puck going in, silencing, not popping his Dream Call yet though. Windrunner taking a lot of damage from the Queen of Pain here, who is doing a lot of damage. Gets Electricity too, but Queen of Pain's right click will make a kill of Windrunner. And Queen of Pain blinking in, oh, getting a kill on the Morphling there, big kill there. I don't think he has a buyback. Stress trying to run away, won't be able to do so as Invoker takes the last hit of that. Queen of Pain picking off the Venomancer at the same time, triple kill for Misery there. That's a very strong game from CLG, as I don't think that SWYC is gonna be able to come back from this one. As it doesn't look like CLG is gonna let them be forced out of the base. Wow. Phase shift, that was what I was mixed up with. Phase shift being used by the puck, as he's the only one left alive for the team from SWIC. Tier 3 tower is gonna get dropped here. And the tier 4 tower is actually gonna get dropped. Queen of Pain doing so much damage, almost already has 2600 gold already too. As Invoker has got negative steps now to able to pop out his spells even more fast. We don't have a GG yet, but it looks like this is gonna be a GG as Fortification, last Fortification is gonna go off. Ancient is getting pushed. Puck is still wanting to get a kill on this Misery here. Gets a Shackle Shot, gets a Dream Call. Queen of Pain going down, and this time she doesn't have a buyback, so she will be dead for 90 seconds, but will be enough. I don't think it will be well played being called from Sharvik, and I think that is the first sign of the GG. There we go. GG being called after Queen of Pain still died. Yarrick still gonna go down here. So he tries his best to stay alive with this morphing into strength, but that is not enough as the disconnects also come out. Sunstrike going down. Oh, trying to get a kill on A-Dash, who is frostbitten. Tries to stay alive, but won't be able to do so. Probably Power Shot going through. Still gets a kill on the Invoker though. Morphling taking the last hit for that. Buyback from Invoker though. He will probably buy Boots of Travel to get back here as ASAP. There we go, Boots of Travel there. And he is back. He wants to take this throne. Actually, he wants to take some kills. They're chasing each other down. There we go. They can't do that anymore. As the Ancient explodes and CLG is taking the win in a game with lots of action. I mean, we have over 60 kills in 30 minutes. So, kill per minute. 24 to 41. And great play by Queen of Pain, as she is 19 to 4. And the last 2 deaths were in the last 5 minutes or so. So, great game there being played by Misery, as he is level 23. And the highest level on the Radiant is level 16 on the Morphling, who had great farm by the way. So, yeah, just not able to bring it in time. The fight between Weaver and Morphling is just one that didn't need to be fought, because the rest of their team lost/won it in time, or took the advantage that was not able. Well, CLG took the advantage with those 4 heroes that they still had apart from the Weaver, and SWIC not being able to get back from that one. So thank you for watching. We have no more games tonight, but I will say that you can find me on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook on Shiver Gaming. I upload all my matches to YouTube, even though some people might find that spam, but at least you're able to watch all of them again if you would want that. And you can also follow me on Twitch, where you're watching right now. So name is Shiver on Twitch, so go follow me there so you know when I will be online. And in the meantime, well, I think you have looked at this end screen long enough, so I'm just gonna switch back to a different screen so I can give you some music, and I will be able to see what I'm gonna do next. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, thank you for watching if you're tuning out, and I'll probably be back tomorrow regardless. If well, I'm still here, but if you're leaving now, then I will be back tomorrow. So